The day I stopped going to the gym was the same day my 3 day free trial membership ended. Nothing entices me more than free. Don't even get me started on buy one, get one free. If there are two things left and it's buy one, get one free, I will politely discuss options with the other person to ensure that I nab that. Free, I didn't even want to go to the gym, but I thought, what could I do for 3 days that was gym like? I thought, they have a sauna at the gym, right? I walked in and the worst thing possible could happen. Somebody I knew was like, Nick, you're here to do work? That's a first. I thought, slow your roll, cowboy. This ain't, don't put your spurs on yet. Then he kind of, did a scan, because everybody who goes to the gym's got equipment. I hear water's big, but I didn't have any equipment. He goes, Nick, yeah, flip flops on. Yeah, I'm going to the sauna. I thought he made me get on the treadmill. He's like, you're not leaving here unless you do something. There's a reason they put the amenities in the back. Because before you can get there, you got to do the gym. I go, oh, hey, well, no. I thought I'd just skip that and wear flip-flops. No one's going to want me to work out in flip-flops. So I'm on this treadmill. Nothing attracts more people than somebody walking on a treadmill with flip-flops. That will draw an eye or two. Sometimes maybe even a third. Because usually when you're at the gym, there's always that one person who's trying to gain attention. They've gathered all the weights in the gym, and I mean all of them. Okay? They've gone up to the basement. They have searched. They have even ripped up some concrete just in case if somebody wanted to lift that, they can't because it's being utilized for this. And it gets put onto a pole, right? And the pole bends and becomes like a toothpick ready to snap. I've never seen a metal bar with more give in my entire life than when 2 tons of steel, right, with its only purpose is pushing gravity itself into the core of the earth. And you got this person who's like pacing back and forth. They always got to pace, because what gets you ready more than a walk back and forth? And then they start yelling affirmations at the bar as if to antagonize it, as if it cares who, why, what, when, and anything else is about. It's still 2 tons of steel. And I used to think everybody would flock towards that, because you kind of want to see, does he lift it? Or do they lift it? Most of the time, not so much. Because that bar snaps in half and breaks the whole building. Then I realized they're not flocking towards the person who's trying to lift the thing. They're trying to find weights for themselves to lift. That's when it clicked in my head yet again. People come to the gym to exert energy. And a lot of them have injected protein and energy literally into their heart muscles. Okay? Like they are ready to go. And if you've got all go and nothing to go, these people are ready to throw air. I'm telling you right now, they were going to lift the power of the wind and chuck it around just to feel something. I had to get out of there. I thought they were going to lift me because I was causing way too much noise with the flip-flops. Sometimes it's better to just show somebody the problem instead of telling them, my girlfriend walked out to a disaster in the house. It looked like hurricane had come in and done a 360. It threw a little disco party, had a 1-2 lights out. That was bad. And they always ask what happened, as if they don't know the chaos, or she doesn't know the chaos. That is me. I, of course, am like, well, I invited a raccoon over. We've been enjoying the outdoors lately. I thought, why don't we bring the outside inside? Do a little shared experience. Told him, invite some of your friends. What's a few more raccoons in the house? This raccoon, he invited a giraffe, an orangutan, a previous guy who tried to host the party who didn't get, permission. Sometimes it's better to just, ask for forgiveness. And they all came and they played a lovely game of cards. It was all peaceful. The orangutan cracked some, banana jokes. He really peeled it away. And then they left. And as per usual, what I avoid to answer is the question that she asked, which is the most crucial because now there's fury and rage being directed at me. And so I scramble and I go, oh, well, I turned on the dishwasher and didn't shut the door. And, well, I mean, you could have just said that. Yeah, but, seeing is believing. You ever hear that old saying, don't throw bricks at glass houses? Unless you want a new house. Why are you building houses out of glass? That seems like a whirlwind of disaster. The key, though, is don't throw things inside. And I tried to modify that when I was young and throw things at what I thought things wouldn't break. There's a tongue twister. So I wanted to be a baseball player. Didn't happen. And with my visual prowess, it couldn't. So I thought I'd practice my throwing arm inside on the couch. It's got cushions. What's it gonna do? Absorb the energy of my fastball, which at always is a slow ball. So I threw it. And then what I didn't realize what would happen is it lunged off the couch and exerted more energy and shattered a whole window pane. And I'm talking like the biggest window you've ever seen. It was the first time I'd ever questioned why the window was so big. Because I had broken it, right? You don't really ask questions about things until, you really have to stare it right in the face. Or in my case, in shattered pieces. They don't prepare you for things. When you're first learning how to drive, one thing nobody can prepare you for is driving in the elements. Mainly because you can't conjure the elements when you're learning how to drive all the time. Well, I love it for a snowstorm so I could show you how to drive in, ice. I'd rather you not. First time I had to drive in the fog. Look, the only thing that comes from fog are zombies and no vision. And this is the two things I hate most. Zombies, for sure. Nobody likes the undead. But mainly not being able to see. And that is already difficult. So driving in fog, not so fun. And fog lights, I don't know whose lights or what lights, but somebody's got to fix those lights because they don't work. I remember gripping the steering wheel so hard, I thought I was gripping the steel of the car because I thought the tighter I grip, the more control I will have when I can't see the brick wall I run into. But at least I'll be holding on so firmly. Me and the car are one. And maybe the car can see where in the heck to get out of here. Right now we're in the dead of summer. When the sun is melting all of our faces off. It's hard to stay positive in heat like that. But I try to say, the one thing that is nice about these hot days is, clear road conditions, right? Like when you're driving on the road, is not much to worry about when it's just hot outside, right? You don't have to worry about fog, ice, winds, the elements. I think they're called seasons. We have those out here. I'm talking the real deal elementos, okay? Not Mentos that you shake up in a Coke and the explosion happens. I'm talking snow, people. And it's so hot outside, I could cook a piece of bacon on grass. And yet, somebody had the audacity to be like, well, you better start preparing for the snow. Why would I be? Can I just get one day? I could see it coming, right? But right now, I'm worried about my flesh melting off, and you want me to be preparing for the winter? And then somebody from the balcony of nowhere, right? Because somebody always has to chime in with whatever snippet they heard, and they go, hey, wait a minute. It's been raining a lot, and so that means we're going to get a lot of snow. And it's one thing when they chime in, but it's another thing when they chime in with a thought that makes you double down and go, oh man, do I need to start like buying winter clothes now? How does this? Yeah, now I'm pre planning. I'll see it coming. Maybe I won't though. I got new glasses, but not new frames recently. And so my frames, I've realized, no good. But I thought they could fix the frames, tighten a screw, shake it around a little bit. I walked in and I was like, hey, could you like do anything to the frames? Maybe tighten them up. The person looks at me and goes, no, you have a big head and the frames you've had for a long time. I go, wow, these are two obvious pieces of information that on the one point totally answer my question and hurt me to my very core. I could see the screws, maybe just one little tighten, or maybe at this point just squish my head. I don't know. So with that, I'm gonna have to. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get one of those bionicles, just with a little chain, a little monocle, and that way I can read hieroglyphs. So with that, I'm gonna get out of here because, well, it's time. So until next time, bye bye.